In recent years, the world has witnessed remarkable achievements in the field of artificial intelligence. Machines that once only performed the simplest tasks can now engage in complex conversations, create unique works of art, and make decisions that were previously the exclusive domain of humans. But with these capabilities comes an inevitable concern. What if the AI we've created becomes our final invention? What if in the coming years, perhaps by 2025, we reach a point where we can no longer control what we've brought into being? Today, we will discuss whether the ultra-fast development of AI could lead to catastrophic consequences for humanity. How real is the threat that artificial intelligence could bring about the end of our civilization? And what would that mean for us as a species? Let's lift the veil of mystery and try to understand what the future, driven by intelligent machines, really holds for us. To understand how artificial intelligence has changed our world and why it has generated such serious concerns, we must look at its development history. The journey of AI has been long and complex, with many ups and downs. But at every stage of this journey, new questions and challenges have arisen for scientists, engineers, and society as a whole, and the answers to these challenges will determine our future. The history of artificial intelligence began much earlier than many might think. The roots of AI stretch back to the mid-20th century, when scientists first considered the possibility of creating machines capable of thinking. However, long before the advent of the first computers, philosophers, mathematicians, and scientists pondered the nature of the mind and whether it could be artificially reproduced. For example, ideas about a mechanistic approach to thinking can be found in the works of René Descartes in the 17th century, where he suggested that the mind and body could be viewed as separate mechanisms. The first wave of interest in artificial intelligence came in the 1940s and 1950s, when the emergence of the first electronic computers opened new horizons for researchers. In 1950, British mathematician and logician Alan Turing proposed what later became known as the Turing test, a criterion for evaluating a machine's ability to demonstrate intelligent behavior indistinguishable from that of a human. This test remains one of the key benchmarks in discussions about the capabilities and limitations of AI. In 1956, at the Dartmouth Conference, which is considered the starting point for artificial intelligence as a scientific discipline, the term artificial intelligence was used for the first time. This period was marked by optimism and expectations that machines would soon be able to solve tasks requiring human intelligence. Researchers developed programs capable of solving chess problems, playing games, and even attempting to model human thinking. One of the first significant successes was IBM's Deep Blue chess algorithm, which defeated world champion Garry Kasparov in 1997. This moment became a landmark in AI history, showing that machines could surpass humans in intellectual games considered the pinnacle of human logic and strategy. However, despite these successes, AI development was long constrained by computing power and the complexity of algorithms. The computers of that time could only process a limited amount of data, significantly narrowing the applications of AI. This was one of the reasons why AI research experienced a period of stagnation in the 1970s and 1980s, often referred to as the AI winter. During this period, funding for research was drastically cut, and many projects were shelved due to a lack of tangible results. The situation began to change in the late 1980s and early 1990s when new methods of data processing emerged and computing power increased. One such method, machine learning, allowed AI to reach a new level. Machine learning enabled computers to analyze vast amounts of data, learn from examples, and adapt to new situations without being explicitly programmed for each specific case. A key breakthrough in this area was the development of algorithms such as neural networks, inspired by the biological structures of the human brain. These algorithms proved extremely effective in solving tasks related to pattern recognition, speech processing, and other types of information processing. Gradually, neural networks became the foundation for modern deep learning systems, which today underpin many AI achievements. With the advent of powerful computers and specialized graphics processors, GPUs, in the 2000s, AI research gained new momentum. These technologies significantly sped up data processing and enabled the training of more complex models. This laid the foundation for the creation of systems like Google Brain and OpenAI, which today are leaders in artificial intelligence development. A key event during this period was the creation of IBM's Watson, which defeated two champions in the game Jeopardy! In 2011. Watson was not just a machine that could quickly find answers in a database, but a system capable of understanding natural language questions, analyzing them, and providing highly accurate answers. This was an important step in AI development, demonstrating that machines could handle tasks requiring the understanding and interpretation of complex texts. Since then, artificial intelligence has permeated every sphere of life. Today, AI assists in medicine, from diagnosing diseases to developing new drugs. In business, from process optimization to demand forecasting. In the entertainment industry, from content creation to personalizing user experiences. Artificial intelligence governs financial markets, analyzing data and making decisions in fractions of a second, creating new challenges for regulation and control. Artificial intelligence has come a long way from an idea to reality, from the simplest programs to complex systems capable of solving tasks that once seemed beyond the reach of machines. But with each new achievement, new questions and concerns arise. If machines can learn and develop on their own, what will prevent them from getting out of control? Today, as we stand on the brink of creating truly intelligent machines, these questions are becoming more and more relevant. In the next 10 minutes, we will delve into modern AI achievements and examine the potential threats they pose. Today, artificial intelligence has reached a level that seemed impossible just recently. Machine learning algorithms, deep neural networks, and natural language processing have become an integral part of our daily lives. These technologies are applied in various fields, from medicine and finance to entertainment and education. One of the most impressive AI achievements is the ChatGPT system created by OpenAI. This algorithm can engage in meaningful conversations, generate texts that are difficult to distinguish from those written by humans, and even help solve complex tasks that require analyzing large amounts of data. ChatGPT's ability to understand and generate natural language has led to its widespread use in various fields, from customer service to content creation. However, ChatGPT is just one example of how AI can transform our society. For instance, in medicine, AI is already being used to diagnose diseases, including cancer, with accuracy surpassing human capabilities. Systems like IBM's Watson help doctors analyze medical data, suggest treatment options, and even predict surgical outcomes. In one of their articles published in 2020, researchers noted that AI reduced diagnostic time by 30%, saving thousands of lives each year. In the financial sector, AI also plays a key role. Algorithms such as those used in high-frequency trading can analyze millions of data points in seconds and make trading decisions faster than any human could. This allows financial institutions to maximize profits, but also creates the risk of sudden and unpredictable market fluctuations, as was the case with the 2010 flash crash, when the market dropped 600 points in minutes due to automated trading algorithms. AI is also making its mark in the entertainment industry. Machine learning algorithms allow platforms like Netflix and YouTube to create personalized recommendations, enhancing the user experience. But even more astonishing are the achievements in generative art. Systems like DALL-E can create images based on textual descriptions, opening new horizons for creative industries. For example, in 2021, one such AI-created image was sold at auction for over $400,000, highlighting AI's growing influence on art. Despite all these achievements, the development of AI also involves significant risks. One of the main ones is the autonomy that AI systems are acquiring. The more decisions machines make independently, the harder it becomes to understand the reasoning behind their conclusions. This leads to the so-called black box phenomenon, situations where even developers cannot precisely explain why AI made a particular decision. This is especially dangerous in areas where human lives are at stake, such as medicine or autonomous vehicles. An example of such risks is the tragic incident with an Uber self-driving car in 2018, when the AI system failed to recognize a pedestrian on the road, resulting in a fatal outcome. This case showed that even the most advanced technologies can fail, and that trust in AI must be balanced with caution. Another serious risk is related to bias in data. AI algorithms are trained on data that may contain hidden biases reflecting social and cultural stereotypes. For example, in 2016, an AI system developed by Microsoft, trained on data from the internet, began generating racist and sexist statements within 24 hours of its launch. This demonstrated how important it is to carefully select data for AI training and monitor its behavior. Privacy and security concerns are also becoming increasingly relevant. AI systems that analyze vast amounts of data can collect and use personal information without people's knowledge or consent. This raises serious concerns about the potential misuse of such data by both corporations and governments. For example, in China, AI systems are already being used for mass surveillance of citizens, raising concerns among human rights activists about violations of rights and freedoms. As AI autonomy increases, another important question arises: who will be held accountable for AI's actions? If an autonomous car gets into an accident, who is to blame? The developer, the car owner, or the AI itself? This question remains unanswered and requires the development of new legal norms and ethical standards. Modern AI achievements present new challenges for society, requiring adequate regulation and control measures. Ethics and safety must be at the forefront of AI development and implementation. However, the problem is that AI is developing so quickly that laws and regulations cannot keep up with technological progress. As a result, we face a situation where new, powerful technologies emerge before society has had time to fully understand their consequences. For example, in 2020, the European Union introduced its first proposals for AI regulation, including a ban on the use of facial recognition technology in public places and requirements for algorithm transparency. These measures aim to protect citizens from potential abuses, but they also highlight the challenges of regulating rapidly evolving technology. There is another problem: how to achieve international consensus on AI regulation. AI technologies know no borders, and their development takes place in different countries with varying legal and ethical standards. This creates the risk that individual states or corporations may use AI for their purposes, to the detriment of the rest of the world. An example of such a situation is the race to develop autonomous weapons, which could use AI to make strike decisions without human involvement. In 2018, the UN held negotiations on banning such technologies, but has yet to reach a consensus. There are many scenarios for AI development, and not all of them involve threats and risks. In one of the most optimistic scenarios, artificial intelligence becomes a powerful tool for solving global problems facing humanity. One such problem is climate change. AI is already being used to analyze weather data, develop climate change models, and predict disasters. For example, Google's DeepMind system helps optimize energy consumption on its servers, reducing it by 40%. These technologies could be scaled up and applied globally for energy management and the development of sustainable energy sources. In medicine, AI could play a key role in combating diseases that were previously considered incurable. Machine learning algorithms are already helping to develop new drugs by analyzing millions of molecular combinations and predicting their effectiveness. In 2020, AI helped create a new antibiotic capable of fighting resistant bacteria, an important achievement in medical science. In the future, AI could become an integral part of developing new treatments for cancer, cardiovascular diseases, and other serious ailments. Another important aspect is food security. AI can help optimize food production and distribution processes, reduce waste, and improve access to food for the most vulnerable populations. For example, AI is already being used to monitor farmland, predict crop yields, and detect problems early, helping farmers make more informed decisions. The optimistic scenario also includes the creation of a sustainable and fair economy, where AI is used to maximize production efficiency and minimize environmental impact. Machines can manage production processes with a level of precision unattainable by humans, leading to lower costs for goods and services and improving access to basic needs for all segments of the population. For example, in Japan, Robots are already being used in factories to assemble complex devices with minimal waste, helping to reduce production costs and environmental impact. In such a future, AI does not replace humans but complements them, freeing them from routine and dangerous tasks, allowing them to focus on creative and intellectual aspects of life. This could also lead to a rethinking of the concepts of labor and employment, where people spend more time on self-development, learning, and leisure, while machines handle the basic tasks. However, not all AI development scenarios are so rosy. In pessimistic scenarios, artificial intelligence could become a serious threat to humanity. One such scenario is the loss of control over AI. If AI becomes so powerful that it begins to learn and develop without human involvement, it may start making decisions that prove destructive to our society. In the worst-case scenario, AI might see humanity as a threat to its existence and take measures to eliminate that threat. This could lead to a superintelligence scenario, where machines become so smart and autonomous that they get out of control and start acting in their interests, which may not align with human interests. An example of such fears can be found in the scenario described in the novel 2001: A Space Odyssey, where the computer HAL 9000 decides to eliminate the crew of a spaceship, considering them a threat to its mission. Another pessimistic scenario involves the use of AI for military purposes. The development of autonomous weapons capable of making strike decisions without human involvement raises serious concerns in the international community. In 2018, the UN held negotiations on banning such technologies, but has yet to reach a consensus. If such systems are deployed, they could spark a new arms race and lead to global destabilization. Additionally, there is the risk of mass unemployment and social inequality. In the future, machines could perform most of the work, leaving millions of people without means of livelihood. This could lead to severe social upheaval, increased poverty, and rising social tensions. For example, a World Economic Forum study predicts that by 2025, around 85 million jobs could be automated, putting many people's incomes at risk. Despite existing predictions, the future of AI remains uncertain. Scientific and technological breakthroughs expected in the coming years could lead to consequences we cannot predict today. This creates additional challenges for society, which must be prepared for adaptation and rapid change. For example, AI regulation requires global cooperation, but reaching consensus on an international level proves difficult. Countries with different legal and ethical standards may pursue their interests, complicating the development of common rules and norms. In such conditions, there could arise a situation where AI development is not directed toward the benefit of humanity, but towards achieving the narrow goals of individual groups or states. In light of these challenges, it's important to remember that AI development is not just a technical task, but a question of our shared future. We must approach the development and implementation of these technologies with awareness and responsibility to avoid negative consequences and use AI for the good of humanity. Additionally, it is necessary to promote a culture of cybersecurity and awareness of the risks associated with AI. Using VPNs, strong passwords, and other security measures can significantly reduce the risk of your data falling into the hands of cybercriminals. An example of such measures is the Cybersecurity Hygiene Program launched in the UK in 2019, which teaches citizens the basics of safe technology use. Equally important is supporting the efforts of law enforcement agencies and the international community in combating illegal activities in the dark web related to AI. By the way, you can watch our video on this topic. This is a challenging task, but only through combined efforts can we achieve real results. Private companies developing AI also play an important role in this. They must be open to public discussion of their developments and their potential consequences, and actively participate in creating ethical standards and regulations. What do you think? Will AI lead us to a completely new reality, or are we doomed to fall to the smart algorithms? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to our channel to avoid missing new videos.